Good evening, viewers. I am ALANA NADIR with tonight's edition of the Regional News. Starting off in Jamaica, a man accused of impregnating an 11-year-old in St. Thomas is apparently not being pursued by the police. Attempts to contact the St. Thomas police for an official comment on Tuesday were unsuccessful. However, a cop who requested anonymity confirmed that the crime had been reported to the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse (CISOCA) in St. Thomas. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency Tuesday confirmed that the matter was brought to its attention in June, and since then it has activated the necessary support for the family. On Tuesday, most people in the community were unwilling to speak about the matter, some fearing possible social backlash, while others admitted that they prefer to mind their own business. However, a few who chose to comment claimed that the child, who is now 12 years old and is due to have a baby next month, had been exposed to many dangers. Let's turn to what's happening in Haiti. The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, warned Tuesday that schools in Haiti are increasingly at the mercy of gangs, with children becoming targets of robbery and ransom. The agency said that at least 7 schools in the capital of Port-au-Prince have been forced to pay unidentified gangs in exchange for security in the past 2 months, and that additional institutions have been threatened. More and more fear at school means less and less learning, UNICEF said. Gangs are rapidly turning temples of knowledge into theaters of violence. The warning came a few days after authorities said gang members killed a university professor they had recently abducted. In addition, U.S. and Haitian authorities are still trying to secure the release of 17 missionaries from a U.S. religious organization who were kidnapped on October 16 near the capital. The 16 Americans, 1 Canadian and their Haitian driver, who were abducted by 400 Mawozo gang, whose leader has threatened to kill them if his demands are not met. There are 5 children in the group, including an 8-month-old. Now for news in Barbados. Barbados continues to feel the effects of climate change, even though its carbon emissions are among the lowest in the world. And just as she said at the opening of Tuesday's COP26 summit, Prime Minister Mia Mottley pleaded with the world's most powerful nations to address the situation before it was too late. The Prime Minister said it was important for some of the larger countries to take stock of what was going on. She said the fact that they were not being affected by climate change was the driving force behind their lethargy in taking decisive action. They are waiting for it to hit them, and we are really hoping that their conscience will be pricked and that they recognize that no one is safe until everyone is safe. And if the episode of the vaccines hasn't shown us that, then we will never learn, Mottley maintained. Finally, a man once considered as Colombia's most wanted drug lord pleaded guilty on Tuesday to U.S. charges of narcotics distribution and supporting a terrorist group as a part of a billion-dollar cocaine empire. U.S. authorities said Daniel Rendon Herrera, 56, accepted responsibility for trafficking at least 73,645 kilograms or 81 tons of cocaine that spread addiction and death in his home country and the United States. The defendant faces up to life in prison and a mandatory minimum sentence of 20 years and more than a combined $47 million in forfeiture and a fine. Rendon Herrera was arrested in the Colombian jungle in 2009 and was extradited to the United States in 2018. He had previously pleaded not guilty. And that concludes the regional news for tonight. I am ALANA NADIR. Thank you for joining us.